Hey, sub! We're back in Minecraft, because the fun never stops here. But we're not looking at builds, data packs, or even updates today. Instead, we're gonna try and discover the answers to 10 unsolved mysteries in Minecraft. Get your pickaxe and your notebook ready, sub. We're gonna need to hunt down clues around the world if we ever hope to find out the secrets that Minecraft holds. Questions players have asked for a decade, but still never found the answer to. That's why we're here now. So let's get right into it. Number 1. Who is Herobrine? The most mysterious entity to ever exist, or not exist in the game. Back when Minecraft was in its early phases, players began reporting sightings of this mob. Creepypastas began to spread, and soon this rumor turned into an urban legend, recognized by people of all kinds. What's the deal with this guy? Where did Herobrine come from? Who is he? And what does he want? Some people theorize that this could be a future version of Steve, coming back to warn himself of the dangers that lie ahead. Others think it could be the ghost of a past player, wandering the game endlessly. However, Mojang have stated that they've never added a Herobrine mob, and they have no idea what it could be. What's more, there's no true video proof that can't be debunked. So how will we ever really know? I guess we'll just have to wait and see, sub. Number 2. Who came before Steve? Seriously? Haven't you noticed that there's literally no other human players in the world, sub? Well, when you're on a single-player world, all mobs, even the humanoid villagers, are not exactly the same as you. You're a one-of-a-kind, a survivor. But just like Herobrine, we have nothing to go on about where Steve came from or who he is. It could be that Steve came from another land, but the Minecraft world is so big. So where would he have come from? Space? Nah, he pops into the world when you spawn. So maybe he appears from a parallel dimension. Well, why doesn't he remember it? Maybe if he jumped from another multiverse, he completely forgot his memory, leading him to start learning the basics. We've got a Steve of our own always running around Sub's world. You should consider subscribing if you want to see more of him. Or more of him getting pranked, I should say. Number 3. Is the Minecraft world round or infinite? An age-old argument that has plagued Reddits, YouTube videos, and forums for almost a decade. The Minecraft world seems to go on, well, forever. But as some clever players have found over time, there is actually an edge. Way back when Minecraft was limited, as it grew, it appeared to become infinite. But at a certain point, a few million blocks out, you'd find a strange glitch known as the Farlands. This structure is a border around the entire world, made of crazy bedrock patterns. This technically means there's a limit to how far the world will go, even though the Farlands itself keep generating for a long time. The most confusing thing about all of this, sub, there's a sun and moon in the game that orbit the world every day. Surely it means it's a planet then. I don't know. This is confusing. Number 4. What's inside a creeper? Iconic mysteries for iconic creatures. This specimen has roamed Minecraft worlds for many years. But what exactly makes it do the things it does? What makes a creeper go boom? Well, evidence would suggest TNT. After all, TNT is made with sand and gunpowder, and when you kill creepers, they drop gunpowder. What's more, both TNT and creepers blow up after a short fuse. But the thing is, creepers don't trigger when set on fire, and they can have their fuse cut if you get far enough away in time. This means that whatever's inside the creeper is more than just TNT. It's like a biological system, sub, that revolves around TNT and also mixes real-life cells and chemicals. This would explain how the creeper's able to sense players and activate its trigger, but then be able to stop it if it knows it won't cause damage. Pretty tactical, huh, sub? Number 5. Who are the Endermen? So we know that Steve has something weird going on with him, and with all the structures scattered around Minecraft, it makes you think, doesn't it, Sub? Who on this world built all of this? The Stronghold, the destroyed nether portals, the sunken ships. Clearly, at some point, a race of beings inhabited this place. They may have even been just like Steve. But where are they now? Well, let's look at the evidence. There's only two places you can go to if you're nowhere to be found in the overworld. There's the Nether, or the End. We know there are a lot of souls in the Nether, and we'll discuss these later. Potential dead survivors that never made it to the end game. But the End is still filled with very real life. The Endermen, the only other mobs in the game able to pick up blocks. They have long arms and legs, but if you shrunk them down, would look a lot like Steve. Not like skeletons or zombies though. Endermen seem to be very much still alive. So is it that all these Ender Pearl dropping monsters were just players that failed to beat the Ender Dragon? Maybe. Players trapped so long their minds became warped. Or are they just alien beings that love ruining your builds? Who knows, Sub? Number 6. Why don't Minecraft trees fall? Seriously, gravity works on sand and gravel, but why not trees? Why do they float? Or dirt for that matter. If I picked up dirt and put it in the air, it wouldn't freeze in place. It would fall, like it's meant to, Sub. The physics don't work, Sub. Okay, I need to calm down. Give me a second. You guys should probably like the video while I get ready for the next one. That just really annoyed me. Number 7. Why are more mobs not in the game? I mean, it's one of the first things people ask after playing Minecraft for a while. No monkeys in the jungle, no penguins in the Arctic. For some reason, some really iconic animals from the real world just don't seem to show up. Granted, it takes time to code, model, texture, and then test a mob. Get it approved, put it through beta, and then alpha, and make sure everything's polished. It takes a lot of work, Sub. You also have to record sounds for it. Figure out if and how its presence will affect the meta of the game in the long run. But that still doesn't explain why silverfish were added over like lions. How cool would that be, Sub? You could tame your own lion. Perhaps Mojang enjoy going for more subtle creatures sometimes. One's not so familiar, but just real enough to give us that uncanny valley vibe. Number 8. What is Disc 11? Another creepy mystery is that of Disc 11 sounds. We hear a player breathing, running, possibly underground in a cave. It's clear he's being chased by something, and then glitches start to occur before things get really weird. Players have long theorized what this disc could truly mean. With it being black and broken, it's really unsettling, suggesting another player had recorded it, but had not survived. A reminder that whatever was watching him got him and is still out there. Could this be a link to the infamous Herobrine we mentioned earlier? Perhaps we'll never know. Number 9. What are the souls of the Soulsand Valley? Here's a pretty out there mystery, Sub. For the longest time, the Nether has been part of Minecraft. It's like the heart and soul of the game, or at least the soul part. Soulsand has an unusual pattern that actually looks like screaming faces crammed together. That's super scary, but it begs the question, where did these souls come from? And why are they all over the Nether? Any ideas, Sub? Oh, that might be a good point. All these souls could be from the dead players that have died here in the past. Perhaps because the Nether is a stranger, dark dimension. It captures the soul and keeps it locked down here. Ooh, spooky. Maybe these souls are something more, linking to the bigger possible story of Minecraft. But who or what would have needed to sacrifice all these souls? And if not that, what were they when they were alive? And why are they all dead now? Perhaps the mobs we find in the Nether are some sort of mutation of the souls scattered around the dimension. Warped phantoms are constantly in strife. Give that ghast a diamond, Sub. Maybe not. Number 10. What did the Illagers want? They came, they conquered, and we try to fight them back. Through outposts, raids, and even woodland mansions, the Illagers have been causing riots, especially since the pillage update. Don't you find it unusual, Sub? How villagers look like villagers. They're an evil version. They can't be dead, though. We know what zombie villagers look like. Villagers seem more like villagers, but with bad intent. We find them constantly causing trouble and attacking innocent mobs. They practice dark forms of magic that are probably the reason for their skin turning gray. And they do crazy, creepy experiments in their mansion. Could they be trying to reach the end portal? Figuring out how to build like the player? Perhaps there's something more sinister going on. What you guys at home think? If you have any of your own theories about these unsolved mysteries, then make sure to leave a comment down below.